do now anyone who said that texting was more, they texted more than driving, or vice versa, you say it any certain way more than the other, did you find that way more distracting than another way? Like, would you think texting would be, you said in your case?
It's a lot more distracting.
It is.
Texting's more distracting, but I prefer it to being called than prefer texting while driving to calling while driving.
Why?
Because it's on my time, I feel bothered, like I'm being intruded upon when someone's calling me. How dare you? You don't know that I'm driving?
Yeah.
Sort of.
I sort of feel like that just in general. I prefer to text, but any more in the car, I just put my phone away because I know if I hear it, I'm going to want to look at it. I'm really doing but not.
I think texting is pretty tough when driving, especially if you have a phone where you can't, like, you need 2 hands to text. So I can't text with one hand. So I have to use 2 hands to text. So, but I think calling is, like, distracting if you don't have, like, it on speaker. So when I call in the car, it's usually on speaker, so it's not really distracting.
Well, I don't need even though I don't need neither. I think texting will be more distracting because like, I got to text and read text.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. And for both of you, have you been in the car while someone was either on the phone or texting while they were driving and felt a certain way about either way?
I felt like my life was in danger. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's more so especially when you don't do it, like, like you wait till you kind of stop. Like, you don't like when you're physically driving. Yeah, I mean, definitely because you're looking around going like, hey, like, 2 hours on the road, like, that idiot on the cell phone next to you is gonna cut you off.
Thank you.
I think texting and driving is worse. But even like sometimes when I honestly hate my phone. Like I don't absolutely can't texting. I do it all the time. I think it's annoying. But I know like even when I'm driving, my mom calls me. I still get annoyed. Like I still don't want to be on the phone because I feel just from like holding it there, I feel like I'm gonna miss something when I look over my shoulder, switch lanes. So I like always hang up on her. She gets mad.
Like, wow, so like,
Yeah, I agree. Texting is definitely more distracting. I agree with that. I also have a Bluetooth that I try to use, but sometimes I feel like that's worse than actually like holding the phone to your ear because I can't hear what the person's saying half the time. So I'm like, what? But now with Siri, you can just talk and it'll say about your text. I do that occasionally.
do you use that
Sometimes when I drive, yeah.
Do you find yourself using it when you're not driving?
No, not really.
Awesome. Okay. As this is kind of a general question, just like raise your hand and shake your head or something. Has everyone heard of the cell phone, the no texting law that just passed with driving? Okay. What are your thoughts on it? Do you think it's strict enough? Do you think there's a consequence that should be like should be added to, that should be more harsher punishment, or that maybe it would get the point across, or do you think it's fine? What that's good enough? Fine.
I mean, I think it's good that they did it, but I think they're gonna have trouble catching people because I like when I text in the car, my phone's down here. That way, no one can see it. So I think they need to have stricter rules on that.
Well, I'm not entirely familiar with the punishments involved with it, but I think it's relatively obvious if you're texting while driving. If they pull you over, all they have to do is check the timestamps. But yeah, it's similar to drunk driving, And the excuses justifying it are similar too. I'm extra aware whenever I drive better, whatever.
Yeah. All the excuses in the world.
I'm not sure what the punishments are either, but
It's when
definitely
let me just explain real quick for you guys. When you get pulled over, it's a primary offense, so they can pull you over when they see you texting and driving. It doesn't have to be something else, and then they can call you out for it. And it is a $50 fine for the first offense.
I think that's good being a brand new thing, but I don't think $50 is going to ultimately deter anybody. especially something that's, I think, so common. I think they're gonna have to man up a little more than that.
Yeah, I agree with that because $50 are less than a speeding ticket. People don't pay those, so trying to pay on their cell phone, it's gonna be tough to enforce too. Because some people just looking at the time on their phone. They just call on others.
Isn't it progressive yet? Like after the first few?
Oh yeah, it goes up.
Yeah, I think under that premise, yeah, it's
I don't really think that effective, especially like with the first time you get caught or whatever, just $50. Like, what if you didn't catch that person and while they was paying attention, they took somebody's life? Like, I don't really think $50 would really scare me.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it should be more than $50. Like I'd honestly still be pissed if I had like $50 fine, but if it was more, I'd be even like more mad.
Yeah, like what if you were just like looking down at your phone for the time and like they pull you, like are they gonna get you for texting and driving or?
Ladies? No, they can't.
For what? Repeat the question. What if you are just like looking at your phone real quick or?
I guess my question is, why would you need to look at the time
Well,
if
on
the
my
clocks
car,
are on?
you know what, I never change my time,
I don't
so-
either.
Because I just don't do it, so I'm always looking at my phone.
From like what cops said to me is that they were just gonna like if they're like behind you, they see you driving and they see you like have your phone up for like a certain like amount
Period
of
of
time,
Oh, okay.
then they pull you over. That's what one of the cops told me that's how he's doing it. That's how he was told to do it. Honestly.
Mine was like GPS and
Yeah, I don't think it is. I agree with that. I also, in my family ring of circles, I know several cops, and none of them are concerned about it. They're like, whatever, it's not gonna be, unless you're like driving next to someone and they see you, then no one's gonna do anything about it. Like, they're
Really?
not